Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kamicraft. And I just got done flying back from spawn. I'm still liking this room. I did kind of cheat. I didn't go a day without filling up one of these maps, which I really need to be doing. Because it's going to take a long time to get all these guys in. But on this episode, we're going to be working downstairs. So, been doing a lot of trading with our farming villager to get emeralds. And he works out pretty nice, except I keep locking him out all the time on carrots and potatoes. So I need something else to trade with him. I've been trading the emeralds back to him, which doesn't always work. So I end up losing a lot of emeralds in the process. Oop, we got another one. That's cleric. We already got one of those. We don't need another. But so my plan is to create a pumpkin farm. Because his pumpkin trade's not bad. I don't know where it stands in terms of trades, but I mean 10 pumpkins, that's okay. Especially if it's just to unlock him so we can trade more carrots and potatoes. And see ya. Now, one thing that's the problem with that is I don't have a spot for pumpkins. I thought, well, I can kind of convert this into a pumpkin one. And maybe have the sugarcane go somewhere else. And then I also have this here. This is kind of the overflow chest. So if anything comes in the system that's not carrots, potatoes, or sugarcane, it comes into this chest and lands here. And I thought, well, this could also work because I don't need a ton of pumpkins. And I can just grab the pumpkins from here when I think there's some in there. I haven't really decided on the storage yet. I need to build the farm, I think, before I decide on the storage. I know that's kind of backwards, and you're like, well, why don't you just add another one? The problem is, you see that diorite right there? That's the outside of the mountain. I can't go any wider. So, yeah, I mean, I could add one, then I'd have to redo all of these guys. Because I'd have to push them all back just to add another one up close. And then I'd have to extend out the wall. And you know what? Maybe one day, if I get tired of doing this, I will do that. But for now, I'm just going to leave the pumpkins in this guy. Or if I feel I'm not using as much sugarcane, then I'll take the sugarcane out here and switch it to a pumpkin one. But for now, we're going to leave it in the overflow chest because I don't need a lot. I just need a lot to unlock that guy. So if we go down here, this area is where we're going to do the pumpkin farm. And the pumpkin farm is going to be a vertical farm, kind of like we did our sugarcane. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to tie it, well, I'm not going to tie it to the signal here. I was thinking about tying it to the redstone hopper clock that's here. I'm deciding not to do that. Matter of fact, I might even rip that hopper clock out. Because this thing's become super efficient to the point where I don't use all that sugarcane. So my idea is to use daylight sensors. I'll have the daylight sensors go off once a day, and that should be good for now. I'm going to leave the hopper clock and everything down there. I'm just going to remove all the items. So if one day I feel I need more sugarcane or anything like that, I can get this going back. But for now, I need to go ahead and dig out the space needed for said pumpkin farm. And I will bring you guys back when I have done that. Okay guys, we're back and I've got the hole dug and it's kind of laid out. It's a little weird because I was hoping it'd line up to be the same height as this one, but it looks like we're going to be one short. So I might kind of do some decoration or something in that top line. So this is what we got going on. Each cell is going to be 4 wide. And what we'll do is in the middle 2 rows will be the pumpkin seed leaf or whatever you want to call it. So that way it forces each pumpkin to grow to the outside respectively. Now, on the outside, we're going to have pistons back here that are going to be flipped on and off with a daylight sensor. So, that should push the pumpkins down here into a water stream, and that water stream will then connect up to our sugarcane water stream, and then put it into our item elevator. So, it should be relatively simple to do. I'm going to go ahead and just knock out the rest of it. It's not going to be much. It's going to be me just placing pistons here. The middle 2 blocks will have water sources behind them on each side. Or not on each side, but on each layer. Let's tell 2J, yeah. So yeah, and then I'll just come up with something to put up there. I'm thinking we go with our little minecart light idea that didn't happen before, maybe? Or maybe I just put glowstone with trapdoors like we've got just about everywhere in the base. Yeah, so I'm going to bring you guys back when this is kind of done, because we have another project I really want to work on this episode, and I knew this thing was going to be kind of quick. Okay, back to Minecraft. So yeah, I just went with a simple design. Everything looks good, everything works. This thing goes off once a day, so whenever it turns to night, pumpkins pop and get pushed down into the water stream, connects, goes into our item elevator, and then they come up here, and instead of making storage for them, I'm just taking advantage of the system overflow. Oh, there we go. And that's where we're storing the pumpkins right now. I might come back here and make room for pumpkin storage one day, but I kind of doubt it. I only use the pumpkins to unlock this guy to trade more carrots and potatoes. And I want to say I'm to the point now where I'm about to turn the carrots and potato farms off. I turned the sugarcane farm off and all that. Now, oh, let me go down here. We do have the on-off switch for the pumpkin farm. That one's a little weird, as in to turn it off, I just fully power the pistons the entire time. So if we come down, oh, I probably should have flipped the switch. It's just been one of them days. So if we go ahead and turn the farm off, come over here. Oh yeah, it's not going to do it right now. So when the next time it becomes night, let's just go ahead and head into the farm. So you can see right here, this line is now powering and coming through, and it's powering this hopper. So the next time it's night, it'll push everything in here, which will turn this on, which will extend all the pistons, and they'll stay extended. So no pumpkins can grow. So that's how the on-off switch is going to work for this farm. It's a little like the sugarcane farm, except the sugarcane farm just doesn't ever pulse. This one stays pulsed. Okay, so our next project we're going to be doing now has to do with this. I was never satisfied with this design, and the more I looked at that and this, I realized it could be perfect if I were to open this up and make a kind of room back there. I mean, it's pretty flat right through here. Hello, sheep. So I have enough room to make a room, and I'm gathering all these trophies. I have J-Man's quest right here. I have trophies from the actual Kamicraft. I have a bunch of player heads downstairs. I've got all of these guys. So I think it would be really cool to go ahead and make a trophy room. So that's going to be our next project. I'm going to go ahead and tear this out and dig the room out, and then I'll bring you back whenever we start thinking about a design. Okay, so I've got this dug out. I went ahead and worked a little bit with the window, which was kind of a pain because I don't like how leaves and glass panes will stick to each other. I felt that was a little weird. But yeah, I think I've got something I really like. I kind of like leaving the fence posts in there, because really with this section I couldn't do anything anyways, so it really works out just to kind of leave these guys in here. For the walls and stuff, I think I'm gonna go with what we've kind of done over here. To me this works out really well. I might not bring it all the way up to the ceiling, or do I? Now I'm second guessing myself, because too much of this might look a little weird, because this is a relatively big room for this third floor. I'm not sure. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and put it up on the walls, see how I like it on the walls, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back, and I've got the walls in. I think it looks pretty good. We went with the jumbled mess texture that we've been using a lot lately, because I really like it. It's a lot better than the plain pattern walls. Now this wall was kind of a pain. I made the mistake of making even walls all the way around. So I couldn't really do much with this. Or I actually probably can if I do some cobblestone wall pillars. Well, I can't do it on both sides. That would defeat the purpose. I'd have to do it. Yeah, anyways. Even. Gonna be a pain. This was even. So I went ahead and did this guy here in the middle. And that split it up into 2 walls of 5. So hopefully that makes it a little easier on us. And we have this one that's even too. I thought about making like a vault in here. But after thinking about it, like I was going to do it on this wall. With it being even, it's kind of a pain. But I could work around that. But it was also the fact that I'd have to do the whole... let's see, do I have any half slabs on me? Yeah. To do a cool door, it'd have to be a full block. So I'd have to like walk up the block and then walk down a block. And that kind of just drives me crazy. That it's not smooth and all that. Oh. There we go. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to save that idea for maybe when I add in a secret room in my office down there. Because I really would want to put a secret laboratory in there at some point. So we're going to leave this like this. I think we're going to dedicate a wall to the player heads that we have. Whether, I think some of them were from actual... I know all my Ado Zoda heads are from because he likes to sneak in my base with an invisible potion and fight me. And I always shoot him in the head and kill him. So we'll put his heads on the wall. I think I've got Nabs and Freddy's head. I think some of those were just kind of goofball heads that we weren't actually PvPing or anything like that. But it's still awesome to hang heads. I'm going to dedicate another wall probably to Kamicraft trophies or the Comic Quest trophies. So we have the quest I set up and then the quest from Freddy. The ceiling, I haven't decided if I want to bring this design over. I guess I really could. And keep the whole thing. Because this works in this room, but it's a little too busy to do in a large room in. And I'm really liking the light levels in this room right now. How it's kind of dark over here. We've got light back here lighting up this middle section. We got our beacons putting off a ton of light. These guys put off light. So yeah, it looks... I really like the way this room's going. But I think I'm going to go ahead and work this design into this ceiling. Maybe. And then I'll bring you guys back when I do that. And then we'll go ahead and start putting some trophies on the wall. Okay, so the ceiling done. And I did end up doing the mixed texture bit. And that's mainly because you can see all the little knockouts I had going around here. It was really weird. I tried a couple different patterns. Especially like this pattern. And it didn't work at all. This room's nice and square with only a knockout being here and here. So it worked. Here, it's just kind of all over the place. So I ended up going with this design. And it may get changed if I see something better. If anyone on the server wants to come give it a try, I am all for that. And you see, I pulled all the little bottom rung of wall out. Because I realized if you put a half slab underneath here and then a top slab up here, it gives a weird lighting effect. And it's just crazy. And I know we talked about putting heads on this side, but I think I want to put the heads like here and maybe this shape. Since I have an odd number of heads, this would kind of work out perfect. So like, let's go ahead. We'll put the Kamicraft server head right here in the middle, just because to show that these are all Kamicraft heads. Let's go ahead and put the Iron Golem head we got. The Iron Golem head was cool because this originally was currency on the server. Well, first, the Kamicraft head originally was the currency. Instead of getting the spawn eggs, we got heads. And then, for some reason, it stopped working. I thought it was because it was a player head. Because this is the camera account head I use. And so we switched it to Iron Golem heads since these are in the game. They're just not used. And it turns out it's in BT tags. So whenever I put that down and pick it up with my pickaxe, it changes the tag, which makes it untradeable with the villagers. So that's why we moved to spawn eggs. So let's just go ahead and get some eggs. This is TJ's head. It's not Etho's head. TJ just uses Ethos skin. We'll put, I'm gonna say your name right this time. Otto Soda, even though you spell it Ado. I'm just messing with. He gets so mad when I do that, so I'm always messing with him. We'll put Nabs up there. See, let's put Bank right here. Yeah. We'll put Freddy on the last shelf. See if I can. There we go. I also have these item frames. I might do like this, and we could kind of put some cool stuff in the item frames. And then I'm not sure if I want to put the Kamicraft trophies here or here. Now, hopefully, in between episodes, or between last episode and this episode, I went ahead and put out the video where I did, what is it? Freddy's Quest. I believe that's it. What is this? Oh, that's my head. And then we have the books from the very first quest before it was Comic Quest. So we might go ahead. Do I want to put it on this wall, or this wall? Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of just a decoration. A lot of these are decorations. This is from Secret Santa, and I kind of want to hang that up as, well, that's from Freddy's Quest. Freddy's Quest has a cool pineapple trophy, so if you guys haven't done Freddy's Quest, please do it. I'm sure you guys saw I almost died a lot. You know what? Let's just finish this wall out. So we'll go ahead and break this up. I just have those there because now these are spawnable blocks. I'm not sure about light level though. I didn't bother checking. Light level's fine, but I don't know. I'd rather not take chances in this base because as of right now, this base is spawn proof and no mobs can get into it. So where are this guy? We have 2 item frames. So what do we put in item frames? We have, I want to put these guys together. Secret Santa. The YouTube head could probably, it may not, let's just do this with the YouTube head. Kind of temporary for now. Yeah. And can we just like, let's go crazy. Let's just spam these guys, something like this. That guy won't work there, but we can drop him down 1. Maybe we could end up putting like a too high thing there, maybe a banner or something. Let's just go ahead and, I know I've basically been ignoring the chat right now because I'm trying to think, but yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll put Freddy's Champion Pineapple. Oh, that's a half slab too. Duh. So we'll put this down here. And I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm going to need to repair my pick. And then we'll put the item frame here. And then this is the book that came with Freddy's thing. And this is from the quest we made. So we'll put it right there. I don't know if I want to put an item frame with it, because I don't think I have any books. Maybe we'll do this, and we'll put the first spawn egg we used here. Yeah, okay, so this is getting a little weird. I might move this around. I'm going to bring you guys back when I've figured something out. Okay, so plans have changed. Let me just get this guy down here. I'm not going to use this spot for Comic Quest. Let's put a cobble right there. Maybe a cobble right there. And let's spread this out a little bit more. These spots are going to be unused right now. Let's just do that. There we go. So, empty spots right now. I think it's a pretty good design though. Maybe we can break these. I put some armor stands in my inventory. Maybe we can just kind of, for now, plop 2 of these guys down. Let's bring some torch light back in here. I gotta figure out a better way to light this little area. I moved Comic Quest here. Just because I kind of wanted to have an even flow across this wall with some little plants or whatever. Went ahead and put the Kamicraft logo up there. So I'm really liking how this room is going right now. It feels good. I was a little worried about the shape of the ceiling and stuff, but doing this kind of cut down up there because I just, instead of notching it right here, I brought it straight across, so it's smoothing it out a little bit. I had andesite right here. There we go. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this room turned out. I'm happy that the pumpkin farm is going full force. I've actually had to turn off all the other farms. So all we have right now running is the pumpkin farm, and I think when I get about another stack of pumpkins, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off too, and just do some massive trading in between episodes. But this was a fun week because you guys got 2 episodes in 1 week. You should have got the Kamicraft Freddy's Quest before this one. I want to say it's going to go, or it hasn't gone out yet, but it is going to go out on either Monday or Tuesday, more likely Tuesday. And then you'll have this episode Thursday night, Friday. So, fun stuff. A lot of stuff happened up here in the base this week. Next episode, we are definitely taking a break from the base. We're going to work on some community projects. The Nether Hub might definitely be one because it needs a lot of work. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like. Don't forget, I'm still trying to hit 100 subscribers by March, and that deadline is approaching quickly, and we are far from where I was hoping to get to. But like always, guys, I hope you had a good one. See ya.